In John 14:12, Jesus talks about how we will do greater things than him. What does that mean? That's what this video is about. If you read the context, he's having a conversation with Philip, one of his disciples. Philip said to him, I'm reading from John 14:8. Philip said to him, Lord, show us the Father, and it is enough for us. Jesus said to him, have I been with you all so long, and you have not yet come to know me, Philip? He who has seen me has seen the Father. How can you say, show us the Father? Do you not believe that I am in the Father, and the Father is in me? The words that I say to you, I do not speak for myself, but the Father abiding in me who does his works. Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father is in me. Otherwise, believe because of the works themselves. Truly, truly, I say to you, he who believes in me, the works that I do, he will do also. And greater works than these he will do, because I go to the Father. Whatever you ask in my name, this will I do, so that the Father may be glorified in the Son. And then Jesus goes on to talk about the Holy Spirit. It's interesting, because what this implies is that we also have the same healing capacity as Jesus. Or at least the people after him, right? Obviously, we are 2,000 years later. We are somewhat evolved from the humans back then. So what this would basically state, if John is correct in his rendition of this, is that we are Jesus. All of us are Christ. I think this can also be corroborated in many ways, because if you look at, Jesus tells us that when he leaves, this is the following verses here, where he says he's going to leave, and he's going to leave the advocate here for us, the Spirit of truth, which is the Holy Spirit. So basically, instead of we asking Jesus about what to do, we can ask our Holy Spirit, our Spirit of truth, which is our inspiration and our intuition, right? So the Holy Spirit can talk to us intuitively. And I think that is really what he's trying to say, that we will have that discernment if we just align ourselves with those teachings. Right? Once we operate from our heart and we move ourselves away from our headspace, we start listening to that inner voice, we have the same capacity for healing, or ability for healing, as Jesus has. That's what's implicit in. Whether that's true or not, that's a different, whether John is correct or not, but that's what is implicit in it. So I think it's a verse that probably isn't being talked about too much, but it probably should be. It's quite important to understand how Jesus looks at us. Also, very, you can hear him say to Philip, he's quite disappointed that Philip hasn't recognized him, because obviously a person who's elevated, if the disciples have become saints, to use Paul's expression, then they should be able to recognize other saints, right? They should be able to recognize Jesus, just as Jesus recognizes them. That's implicit in it. That discernment is there. But apparently, of course, Philip is not. He hasn't recognized him. Why are you talking about God, the Father? Why aren't you, you can see that mirrored in me, and it should be mirrored in you. That's also implicit in it. So it's a very, it's a deeper teachings. It has a fairly widespread effects, I would say, if you read it correctly, if we are correct in the way that it should be interpreted. So an interesting take on Jesus' teachings John has here, and think about it, read for yourself, and if you like this video, click like below, and thank you for watching.